Hey, Mr. Garcia, I'm Andrea.
I'm Cielo.
And I'm Lisette, and today we will be teaching you what an oligopoly is and how that plays into game theory so that you can pass your AP test.
Okay. So an oligopoly is an industry dominated by a few large firms, which makes it difficult for new firms to compete. Some examples are the cell phone industry and the car market.
Sometimes firms within an oligopoly will work together to limit competition and increase their profits.
Which is illegal. Because an oligopoly is made up of so few firms, what one firm does will affect the profits of another firm.
This study of firm behavior is part of game theory, which explains how firms will change in interdependent situations. For example, if a random teacher wanted to open a theme park and a random student also wanted to open a theme park,
and both theme parks were deciding whether to sell tickets at a low price or a high price, a payoff matrix would map out which strategy each firm should use to get the most revenue.
The values in the payoff matrix are the estimated revenue the theme parks would each make depending on the price they choose to sell their tickets at.
if the student sold at a low price, the teacher would also want to sell at a lower price since they would earn $300 instead of $200. If the student sold at a higher price, the teacher would still want to sell at a lower price because they would earn $400 instead of $350. So, the teacher's dominant strategy would be to sell at a lower price because they would earn more money regardless of the student's decision.
Now, if the teacher sold at a lower price, the student would want to sell at a lower price because they would earn $200 instead of $100. If the teacher sold at a higher price, the student would still want to sell at a lower price since they would earn $300 instead of $250. The student's dominant strategy would be to sell at a lower price because they would earn more revenue doing so, regardless of the teacher's price.
Both firms selling at a lower price would be the Nash equilibrium because it is the spot where neither firm has an incentive to sell at a different price. This is the intersection of both firms' dominant strategies. If the firms agreed to both sell at a higher price, they would both make more. The Nash equilibrium is not where they make the most revenue, but it is what they will choose.
I'm having a bad day. If you take it personal, that's